Good morning everyone. Today I'm going to take you guys with me on a photo shoot. But before we go on a photo shoot, I will show you what kind of camera I'm using, what kind of gadgets in my kit. Let's do it. Alright guys, so that's everything I have got in my camera bag. So here you can see I have one camera, Nikon D610. I have one flashlight, Yongnuo. I have two camera flashlight triggers. I have two Walkies, one softbox, two lenses, and other couple stuff. And I have other filters as well. So what kind of filters I'm using here, I will show you. So here I'm going to show you what this filter do. Basically this is not the same filter size for the camera I'm shooting with. This is 77mm filter. This is for my Nikon camera, but here I'll put it physically and I'll show you what kind of effect I get with this filter. So here that's a filter and I place it here and I'm holding it with my hand because that's not the right size for this filter, and I'm turning this filter from right to left to get the effect. You see that? Basically it's for glares. Now it's more glary, the glares are gone, and I'm continuously moving from right to left. If you see there's a ring on the top. It can move. Look at that. This part screws on the lens, on the front of the lens, and then you can just move this, and then you can just move it and remove the flares or glares. Sorry. The main purpose of this filter is to remove the glares. So if the glares in the sky, if the glares on the water, if the glares on the subject's hair on the head, it will remove the glares. It's pretty good in sunlight. I love this. Use this for my portraits if I'm shooting in sunlight. And yeah, this is Hoya 77mm PLCIR. So this is for my Nikon camera. This one is for my 85mm lens, and this one is for my 50mm lens. Okay, so here guys, I have two different lenses. Both are 50mm. One is Nikon and other one is Canon. The Nikon one is for my Nikon camera. The Canon one is for my Sony camera. How I'm using this Canon lens for my Sony, I'm using adapter. So I'll show you. So that's a Canon 50mm, and I'm using this lens on my Sony. How I'm using it? I have adapter. This is adapter called FD to NEX. So this mount is FD mount, right? It goes on the top like that, and this mount is NEX mount, which goes on the top of the next camera, Sony bodies, Sony NEX, any NEX body, the E mount basically, right? So next I have two walkie talkies. I want to tell you one thing about those. The walkies are waterproof, shockproof. This walkie is from Motorola. The range is around 35 kilometers, but in cities they work only 4 to 5 kilometers, not more than that. If you're in hilly areas or in plain areas, then yes, 30 to 35 kilometers. And this guy is waterproof. It has a LED light as well. The shape is pretty good, man. I just love this walkie-talkies. It's been more than 2 years I'm using those, and yeah. And they have one more thing, they have their own battery as well, and then they work on AA batteries, AA cells as well. So you have an option, right? If you're on the way, if you're outside, your battery is dead, you can replace it with double A's. There's an option for headphone as well. If you want to go hands-free, you can go ahead. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Love this. So this guy is from Yongnuo YN622N TX. That's a controller, and this guy is a receiver. So this guy go on flashlight, and this guy stays on the camera, and it transmits signals from camera to flashlight. I'm using the same flashlight from Yongnuo. This flashlight is 568EX. That's a TTL flashlight. Finally guys, I'm using the Nikon D610 with 70 to 200 lens. That's not the kit lens, of course. I bought this lens separately. So guys, finally I want to show you my camera, Nikon D610 with the 70 to 200 mm lens. The polarized filters I show you, those are for this camera. Right now I'm using a Hoya MNC UV filter 77 mm. Of course, the filter size is 77 mm and it's gonna fit on the top. So let's exchange it with the polarized filter. So the polarized filter goes on top like that. Once it's tight, you can play with that. You know, the top ring is movable to get the effect, to remove the glares on your subject or on the water or sky, anywhere. It can remove almost 80 to 90% of glare from your subject. So yeah, it's pretty good. Okay guys, so tonight I'm going for a photo shoot with my kit, and I'm going to use this camera of course, and I'm going to take my vloggy with me, the Sony Nex camera, and yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm pretty sure you guys will like it, and if you have any questions you want to ask me or you want to tell me something, please comment and feel free. And my god, there are lots of planes going on, man. Every second there's a plane, every second. Okay, so last but not least, I want to show you my Octabox as well. This is very helpful. I love this Octa. I got it from online, and I don't know the size exactly, but that's this big. You can see that, this big, and the flash goes here and then reflects to the subject. Of course, it goes on the stand like that, and yeah. So tonight, this evening, I'm going to use this Octabox, and I'll show you how to use it and then what kind of results I get with this Octabox. I'll post the pictures as well in my blog, and yeah, and see you guys. Take care. yeah, we are done with the shoot today and it was awesome. I'll share you some pictures as well. And please share my channel. Please subscribe my videos and like my page. I'll really appreciate that. Take care guys. See you next video.